Hey everyone, just trying to get a little view of the garden here. We've got some beautiful light right now, but that's going to change because the sun is popping over the garden shed, and I've got it blocked a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. And this is my this is my laptop cord, so we'll see. I don't really like looking at that. Here we go. Let's do that. Okay. All right, who's there besides Jack and Angie and Deadly Wound had to go to church, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Trudy, good morning from New Jersey. What's it like over there? Let us know. It is about, I would say it's about 65 right now. And it couldn't be nicer. And I hear my neighbor, not this neighbor, but the next neighbor, she's over doing a little gardening. So we may be hearing some things going on over there. Let me know how you can hear me. I've got the microphone right here. How do I sound? Let me know. 52 and raining. Well, it could be worse. Could be worse. You could have 3 inches of snow. 55 and windy. Okay. I'd almost rather have rain than wind, to tell you the truth. The sound is good. Excellent. I'm not talking too loud because I'm sitting in my front yard and it is Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. Oh, good. Hi, Susie. Where are you writing from? I forget. That is wonderful, Trudy. I am very excited. Hi, David. Excellent. And where is here? Just remind me. I know you and I know your face, but I don't remember always. Okay, Susie's in Southern Cal. Are you close to Los Angeles? Okay, this may be a problem. Did you just see that? Okay. While everybody's starting to tune in, okay, Love the Lord movie. Okay. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. It's my essential oil. I just put on white angelica and here's a bee. So that was not very smart of me. Sorry. Because you know what? I'm going to wash it off because I'll tell you what happened. Something major happened. And I've got a hummingbird right over my head because I got a new hummingbird feeder. And okay, that was possibly one of the dumbest things I've ever done in the garden. Put on essential oils with bees around. Okay, so here's the deal. Oh my goodness, did you know bees can smell sweetness and scents from miles away? Yes, it's true. And now I have bees all around me. This is scaring me. Hold on. Hold on. I am going to run inside and wash my hands. I'm back. Okay, let me explain what happened. Hi, Felix. Hi, Eric. Let me explain what happened. Okay, that was the dumbest thing one of them I've ever done. Hey, Gramps Memo, why did you change your name? I had Richard Memo all memorized, and now it's like 420 Gramps. Yeah. Okay, but hello from Northern Cal. Yes, and what is your name in the Philippines? Uh, never a dull moment. Trudy, you have no idea. So, hi from Bosnia. Hey, Blue Moon. Thanks for checking in. And North Texas, we got North Texas. And the Bumblebee Foundation Project. I'm interested to find out what that actually is because I've just seen that you've joined my channel. And she is talking about, well, you've got Bumblebee Foundation. Oh, can you hear me? I'm just rattling on and I didn't put this back on. This is going to be interesting. Okay, let me just very quickly tell you what happened. So on Monday, Renee had not been here. Renee is Denora's husband, you know, Renee, the gardener. And I got him a job working for Zachary's dad next door, you know, when they first moved here. And so he was gone a week ago. And so he didn't notice until this past Monday. He noticed that a lot of bees were going underneath this garden shed, which was formerly a playhouse, and building a nest under there. And so I got some footage of that, of course, and I reached out to, I just noticed my plum tree is totally in bloom. Wow. It's hidden over here on the side of the house, and I didn't even know. Anyway, I reached out to Jill Green in Phoenix, and she said you have to act fast because, well, I think she just said you have to act fast. And so I put a question on Nextdoor. I don't know how many of you utilize Nextdoor around the country. Good morning, Lori from Canada. Okay, she will be back. Okay, Lori, you're going to miss this story, but you'll have to hear about it later. So I put a thing on Nextdoor if anybody'd had a good experience with bee removal, and several people wrote, but I called the first one, and he came the next day. He came the next day, and it turns out they had already built almost the equivalent of a full box underneath on the, you know, the underneath the shed is a plywood floor, and then the cross pieces, the two by fours, and then some space. And I may have to relocate. No. I don't want to get stung. Anyway, they had already built like a whole thing with like 10 pieces down, and so they had to remove everything, and there are still some bees hanging around. You know what? I may have to move. This is all set up here, but this was just so not thought through. I thought maybe the bees would be gone by now because they got moved on Thursday, but this is only Sunday. I mean, he removed the queen and vacuumed up thousands of bees, but there's, you know, the ones that were out foraging when this happened missed out, and they don't know where their queen is. Hello, William from Texas. I mean, from Arizona. William from East Mesa. Hi, Sydney. Oh,
hey, Kaye.
Stop. My phone's talking to me. Hi, Sydney. Thank you so much for joining my channel. You know, I don't know, Richard. I haven't been stung by a bee since I was a child, and it has not happened in the late bloomer garden. But this is an unusual thing that's happened, and they're not happy. And so I did the stupidest thing I could have done. Well, I like to start all of my events with an essential oil. I mean, I'm an essential oil person. I am a distributor for Young Living essential oils, and whatever I do, if it's just embrace the morning or relax before bed, I use my essential oils. So I decided to use my essential oil right before this started, and I used white angelica, and all of the bees just came. But we'll see what happens. Iceland is checking in. You just heard you have to go back and listen to that story. I won't tell it again for all of you. I'm too sweet for the bees. Oh, I hope so. I hope so, Jack. Yeah, they are ticked off, Richard, definitely. Hey, James, I see you there. And thank you so much, Sydney. Sydney is a new subscriber, and she thinks I'm amazing, or he thinks I'm amazing. It's SYDNI, and I'm not sure. I just let me go through some news while people are still tuning in, and then we're just going to do questions and all that. So I wanted to say that it's taken forever, but my channel is just starting to take off. And the main reason, I did a number of things. I went out of my way many times to visit YouTubers and have them visit me and so forth. But it started off in October when I went to see Doug and Stacy, and I got a big jump from that. But then, and now this is something for every person I don't think anybody that I see here. Hi, True Passion. Tell me your name and where you're writing from, because I have a hard time remembering. Yes, Susie, so am I, finally. And we're going to hear some planes today, but I think with the microphone we'll be okay. I signed with a YouTube partner. Now, for those of you, I don't see anybody that's running an active channel here. And the reason is because they're probably all doing their live streams or out in the garden or at church. Anyway, I decided to sign with this YouTube partner about 3 years ago. I think it was in 2016. Yeah, it was one of those Canada visits to Vancouver when I was a nominee for the Vancouver Web Fest. It was about that time. It's a Canadian company. At any rate, I decided to sign with the YouTube partner. And when you sign with a YouTube partner, they take part of your earnings, and a big part of your earnings, like 40% of your earnings, of your ad earnings. And so I just assumed, I'm not great with contracts and legal contracts and all that kind of thing. And I read the contract, but I just assumed that they would be sharing my channel somehow, because why wouldn't they want to promote their own channels? Because they make more money if they promote their own channels. That never happened. I don't know why. It just never happened. I got very frustrated. I threatened to leave a couple of times. And so I wrote earlier, let's see, I think it was in February, I wrote and said, I want out because, and she decided to share, this was a woman, she decided to share my loofah video. Now, my loofah video, if you've seen that, hi, Ed, hi, Senier, and they are honeybees, Ed. Talk to you from Lubbock. Okay, well, just keep watching, Ed. We'll talk later. Angelina is in Indonesia. Hello. It's so cold here in Texas. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Felice. I am in Colombia, and stay sometime in Colombia. What is Lokeem? I don't know what that is. I don't know where that is. Anyway, back to my story. I'll finish it quickly. Threatened to leave, and she decided to put it on her schedule in March. This particular video. Now, this particular video, I think, is one of my best late bloomer episodes from my original 100 episodes, the show. And it's got it all. It's got humor. It's got beginning to end with loofah, growing loofah. and very informative. And Zachary makes an appearance and helps me peel the loofah. And it's just got it all in terms of what you want in a entertaining and educational video. And so they shared that video, and that video, I just looked this morning, it went from something like 60 or 70,000, I don't remember exactly, views. It was 2 years ago. And this morning it's over 160,000 views. And so naturally, I said to her, I wrote her like a couple weeks ago, and I said, if you had shared my videos 2 years ago, you know, I would be in a much different situation today, you know. As it is, I've got to really scramble here to try to make money this year. I've been spending all my time and effort, which you're not supposed to do. I know that. But I thought inspiring people around the world to grow their own food was worth it, because I'm concerned about the situation of our world and how toxic it's becoming. And if you grow your own food, you have a connection to your soil and your air and your water that you don't have if you don't do that. I understand some people are disabled or not financially able to have a garden, but there are ways to be involved, if nothing else, just to fantasize about it on YouTube, because watching other people do it, because you will have the connection. You will appreciate clean air, clean water, and healthy biodiverse soil. Back to roots, Alabama homestead. Good morning. It's cold here in West Central Alabama. Okay, you'll notice back to roots that there are bees flying all around me. So when this gets finished and it gets uploaded, please go back and hear the bee story. Brian, why did you get spooked? I missed something. Let's see. I know. No one who's never grown loofah, or anyone who is in Indonesia or India or any of the Central America, loofah is just ubiquitous. But for those of us who aren't, I never saw that growing up in Tennessee or Alabama. My grandmother never grew that, and she grew a lot of stuff. Oh, that's the hummingbird. Let's see. Okay. So anyway, finally starting to grow, and it's got so much to do with sharing the loofah video. And the loofah video, last live stream we talked about wood chips, because that was my most popular video 2 weeks ago. And now the loofah video has exceeded the views on the wood chip video. So I gave her the wood chip video to share in April. And so hopefully this will keep going. And if they share one of my videos a month, I could really become sustainable this year, especially with all of your help. Haffy. Hey, Haffy. Haffy is tuning in from Denver, where it's cold. Brian, you are not the only 15-year-old. I have a number of 15-year-old, 15, 16, 17-year-old, mostly male, mostly boys, young men. I don't know why I don't have so many young women tuning in, because they eat food and they're going to need to be eating healthy food for a long time, and they need to be just as, wow, that flew right in front of that. Okay, so enough on the bees. You got that story, and then you got the loofah. And I just wanted to tell you that I have my ticket, and I am going to Tennessee on the 17th of next month, April. And hey, Joe and Mig, thank you. You can order a mug. If 3 more people want one, I'll have her make 3 more mugs. I'm just doing 3 at a time, so she doesn't have to get everything for one mug. She's not going to fire one mug in a borrowed kiln. So if anybody still feels like they missed out and they want a late bloomer gardener mug, make a $40 donation to my PayPal, which is paypal.me/late bloomer show. And I also put it in the top. Hi, Haffy. Thank you for your donation. I really appreciate that. Haffy has just made a super chat donation of $5 to my channel, and I appreciate that. And Susie, you just told me where you are. You're in Southern Cal. Okay. Well, I didn't grow up here, so I didn't really know that people were growing that here. I wanted to say, in terms of my trip, and he may check in for just a moment. No, you are not the only 15-year-old that loves to garden, Brian. There are lots, and many of them watch my channel. I am going to visit Charles at Old Alabama Gardener, and this will be our third visit, my third visit to see him. And I want to know what your questions are, because we are going to try to do a live stream from my phone. His internet on his computer is very, very slow. It takes him 2 hours to upload a video. But I'm going to try to use the hotspot. I'm going to try to use the cell and have a live stream. So make a note right now. That will be April 18th. And I am not exactly sure what time it will be, but I'll let you know. But let's just say for kicks, let's say noon on April 18th, which is I want to say it's a Thursday. It's a Thursday. And I know but noon might be a good time. That's noon. I'm pretty sure that's Central Standard Time. So, and I will be posting a little, little video the day or two before, just to remind you, like I did yesterday. Joe and Mig, I would really appreciate that. Just so everybody knows, I will get more of the money if you make a PayPal donation. That's just the way it works because of this contract I have with my YouTube partner. So I didn't really think that they would be taking part of that, but guess what? Yeah, they are. So Charles, next live stream, I know it's 18 days from now, but that will be on 4/18, and we'll say noon Alabama time. Let's see. Okay, I'm pretty sure Charles is in Central Time. So let's say noon Central Time on April 18th. Please make a note, because I know you would love to ask Charles questions live and have him answer your questions. So, and if you already know you're not able to tune in, leave a comment either here, or I'll see it better, and he will see it better if you write it into the comments once this live stream uploads. And then I will save all those questions and ask and interview Charles. Or if you'd like to see him demonstrate something, he's very good at demonstrating gardening things. And he asked me, what would you like me to demonstrate? And I said, gee, I don't know. You're so good at everything. So if anybody has something specific, just let me know. That's really good, Brian. It helps me that way too. I have not tried growing mangoes, Mohammed. Where are you writing from, by the way? The bees are back, and the hummingbird. I don't have room for another tree, even though I did buy a kaffir lime and a satsuma mandarin. They're small, and I'm keeping them in pots for now because I actually, and this is kind of up in the air. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay here. So, okay, 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 okay. So this, I don't know. This may be my last year here, and so adding more trees, I don't know if that's going to happen. I may be looking for a new garden. um, so keep that in mind. I would love to grow a mango, and I would love to grow an avocado, and I would love to grow a persimmon, and I would love to grow a pomegranate. I mean, those are the 4 trees that I really wish that I had room for. And, looking back, if I had known what I know now, I wouldn't have planted those 3 pineapple guavas in that 6.5 by 20-foot space out there in the parkway. I would have planted one, and then I would have planted a pomegranate, which actually is more of a bush also, and I would have planted a persimmon. But I didn't know, and I didn't do that. So I would love to have those trees. Angelina, oh, she's talking to someone else. Okay. Bakersfield, start my loofahs yet? Yes, I would think so, Maggie. Yeah. I mean, I started mine, my big success with loofah, I started inside probably in February. So by this time in March, my plants were like this tall. And then I think I transplanted them out in April, but where I transplanted them is very shady until almost noon, and you're in Bakersfield, so you got a lot of heat and a lot of sun. So I would think absolutely get going on that. Well, Idaho's a big state, Trudy. Where are you thinking of going? Dubai. Okay. Oh, I know. They grow dates in Phoenix, and Jake Mace had a date tree when I interviewed him down in Mesa. Hey, Serena, I'm doing okay. I am being surrounded by bees. You can
Hello.
Stop talking to me. My phone is talking to me. I'm surrounded by bees, and when this uploads, you can go back and listen to the beginning, because I explain why I'm surrounded by bees. Yes, Happy, thank you. Thank you. I've got 19 of these, and there's 45 people watching. So why are you holding out? Come on. I want to see that number go up to 45, like in the next minute. I'm going to sit here and wait. 21. Come on. 23. I know, I'm just so captivating and interesting that you just haven't been able to tear yourself away to hit that like button. 24. Okay, I only need 21 more. Come on, people. 26. Hey, Janice. That's fantastic. Janice, can you remind people where you are? I'm just trying to keep are you still in UAE? Are you in UAE or Dubai? I always forget. Let's see. And Yavencia, can you remind us where you are? And you have to go, Brian? Okay. Oh no, this is the new Brian. Bonjour, Brian. You have a Spanish name, and you're speaking French. That's interesting. Let's go, chat. Come on, everybody. I need this number to go up. Hit that thumbs up, please. That's Garage Greenhouse is Howie, right? No, I'm not. I mentioned this last time. I think you might have asked me that about the ground cherries. The one time I tried, they just got consumed in mildew. And the reason is I planted them down at the base of the pineapple guavas. And what I've recently learned, Eric's kind of made me aware of this, is the roots are just like a mat under the surface, and they're sucking up all the water, and nothing else is growing over there. It even killed off the comfrey, if you can believe. I think vraiment means truthfully, doesn't it? Mon français est très, très mal. I haven't spoken French in 30 years. Let's see, Dubai. Okay, so we have 2 people tuned in from Dubai. Janice, there's someone else writing from Dubai. Mohammed is writing from Dubai. Scroll back up and connect. 2 extra avocado plants. I must drop. Yes, Maggie. Where are you, Maggie? Where did you say you were? And will they do well in a pot? That's the question. Oman. Hey, Lou. Lou is in the house from Oman. And Angie is weighing in, Howie, about the ground cherries. Yes, Bakersfield. Okay. Maggie, okay, this is something else I wanted to mention is my friend Dennis in at an Ontario area pointed out that the Fullerton Arboretum is closing. I've never been there, and that I should come and do a video there before it closes. And would let me know if you would just do a yes or something if you would like to see a video from the Arboretum. We're still at 38. I need at least 6 more. Anyway, they're having a plant. Well, they're having a fundraiser. Would they be having a fundraiser if they're closing? I don't know. But anyway, they're having a plant sale. All these donated plants on the weekend of April 8th. No, that's not a weekend. April 6th, next weekend. So, and Felice says yes to the Arboretum, and Maggie says yes to the Arboretum. And gee, maybe I could grow ground cherries in a pot then, True Passion. Oh, bye, Blue Moon. Thank you for tuning in. Come back. I'll be here for a little while, if you can. Sue from Mesa, Arizona. Yes, that would be a fun video. Okay, I will. Thank you. Hey, Patrick. Patrick is has joined us from Ireland. It's, well, the Fullerton Arboretum is out where I did the play. If you remember, I did the play out in Sierra Madre last year. And the Arboretum was just within 5 minutes of there. And every time I went out there, I said, oh, I really got to go to the Arboretum. Never did. Well, Mohammed is asking me about chip grafting, and I did that one grafting video, Mohammed. I hope you'll check it out. If you go in, once you're inside my homepage, let's see, is there a search window? I think so. I only have one grafting video, and he did chip grafting in that video, this man that I interviewed. It was not successful. And someone else who tuned in recently said that it could have been done better, and that's why it wasn't successful. I don't know. I really wanted to focus on grafting this spring and graft my fig trees because I have no more space for trees, but I could have all these varieties on this fantastic brown turkey fig tree or my desert fig. Eric, are you still there? Eric sent me a desert fig tree. Gosh, it was at least 4 years ago, maybe 5. And I had it one place and it didn't do well. And then I moved it to this place. And now it was like the DNA said, okay, we just have this little space to grow, so let's grow straight up. And that's what it's done. And all the figs are at the top. And it is now, I don't know if you can see it back there. Let's see. Wait, what is, oh, where is it? It's backwards. Oh, it's over here. No, that's not right. It's over here. Oh, well. Anyway, it's growing straight up. I think that's it right there. Anyway, um, anyway, I wanted to do a lot of grafting, and that has not happened. I've had too much else because I have to really focus on earning some money this year. I have started, and this segues right into my two things I wanted to mention. Is I've been a distributor for Young Living for at least 10 years, but I've just been for the last 7 years, I've just been so focused on my channel. But I'm building my business again, and I'm building a team. And if you are interested in learning more about essential oils or starting a home-based business of your own, please contact me. I put the link at the very top of the description under the video. You can get information there. And also, Austin, a young man named Austin, just finishing up his degree in Texas, in Austin, Texas, gave me this idea, which I thought was a great idea. I thought about doing Airbnb here, and I thought it's problematic, and I won't even go into all the reasons why, but it is. And so he pointed out that he had just done a month in Europe, and he had done Airbnb experience. So I don't know if you've heard of this yet, but Airbnb has a new division called experience. And so they have to approve the experience. You write a proposal for an experience, something that you offer that no one else can offer specifically. And people come and they pay money to enjoy this experience with you, and they don't spend the night. So that's ideal for me. Are you talking to me, Maggie? Because that would be awesome. Are you talking to me about the essential oils? Because that would be awesome. Well, I had my figs in a pot and they didn't. But does anybody else have any experience for back to roots about growing figs in a pot? Eric, you might have. If Eric is still there, he might. Janice, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to create this experience. And especially if this might be my last year here, this would be the opportunity for people to come and meet me and spend a few hours with me in person, visit my garden, and we're going to I'm only going to do this. I'm only planning to do this on Sundays. Probably starting like at 11 or something like that. And we're going to walk down to the farmers market, which is about 3 blocks from here. We have a fabulous farmers market on Sundays. We're going to buy something, whatever they feel like eating. And we can talk about it before we go, or we can just wing it when we get there. And then we're going to swing by the bluff, which overlooks the Pacific Ocean. And so you get this great view. And then we come back here and we have some food. Maybe we might make some refrigerator pickles if cucumbers are in season. Something simple, something easy. And we'll have something to eat. And then also, because I have so many succulents, big ones, big plants, that we will plant a little succulent. I'll provide the cactus mix, and they can either bring their own pot, or I'll have some small pots, and they can just go around my garden and clip something and make a little arrangement and take it home with them. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. What does everybody think about that? Carrie says she's done this and it's fantastic. And then I missed the comment right before that. Oh, let's see if I can scroll up. Hey, Joe. Hey, Mariana. Okay, Gramps, Richard. Let's see. So anyway, Susie, that's what I'm thinking of doing, and I am hoping to have that online within 2 weeks and get started. And, I love people and I love sharing, but I also need to make money. So this is what I I thought this is what I have available and this is what I can do. And of course, everybody will get a photo with me, which might wind up in a video. Never know. So, and Trinidad and Tobago is in the house. Finally, where were you? Yes, thank you. Back to Roots. Can you just put your name on there, um, so that I just keep saying your name so I can get it? And Nola says she thinks that's awesome. Hey, Dave, better late than never. Yes, absolutely. I missed you. Um, yes, I'm going to take questions. Does anybody have a question for me? Because that's all that all the notes that I had. Who has a question for me? William, do you have a question? Sign me up. Susie, you will have to sign up, but I will let you know as soon as it's online. How will I let you know? Well, I'll just have to do a live video or something. Okay, Old Alabama Gardener is in the house, and he is. Hey, everybody! There's 57 people watching, and I only have 45 of these. So, if you're watching on mobile, Angie explained this last time that I think you have to go off the live stream for a second and like it, and then go back on. But please give me those thumbs up. It does make a difference. There we go. There we go. 58 people are with us. Haffy is asking about good morning from Long Beach Comfort Cottage. And OAG is not going to be here too long. I know you've got to go to church. I understand that. But Charles, I just explained to everyone that I would be seeing you on the 18th of April, and we're going to be doing a live stream. Can you confirm that you are in Central Standard Time? Because I said we would probably plan on around noon because I've got to drive down there and it would get situated. And so we'll try to do a live stream, but it'll be on my phone. So, but if anybody has a question for Charles, now would be the time to ask because he is in the house. Hi, Shalvin. Shalvin is checking in from Kerala, India. I was getting prepared to go to Jamina. Okay. Okay. Yes, thank you, Back to Roots. Everybody give me a thumbs up. I have 4 more. I need 4 more of those to match the people that are watching. And Sally is here from Wyoming. I think you're the first person from Wyoming. Thank you for joining us. And good morning, Dave and Ruben Senior Homestead, West Virginia. You are the first person who has checked in from West Virginia. Thank you. Now, Ruben Senior Homestead, did you happen to catch my Kentucky videos that I did last summer? I was in West Virginia. Angie, where were we? We were right across the was it Huntington? Right across the line, where we had lunch that first day in West Virginia, and did some driving through there. Okay, so Charles is in Central Standard Time. We will be together on the 18th, and our live stream we will plan for noon. So make a note of that. And let's see. Angie's talking about blueberry bushes. I would love to have more blueberries. I have 2. I'm going to have more blueberries this year. If the Blue Jays don't get them, guess what? Blue Jays have been in my pine tree, and I'm wondering why I'm not getting any strawberries out of those. I've got 5 plants now over there, and I haven't had a strawberry. And I'm going, I saw 2 Blue Jays yesterday, and I bet they're eating them. So I'm going to have to protect my berries. But how do you protect the berries and keep the bees out? I got to do something though. Yes, a blueberry bush can do well in a pot. In fact, blueberries are happier in their own environment because they like an acidic environment. And if you put plant them in with other stuff, they're not happy. I tried that, believe me. I mean, I'm sure there's container care for blueberries, but yes, they absolutely can. Janice, are you talking to me? Janice is talking about doing a tour of my garden soon. Let me know if you mean that, if you're talking to me. Okay, Ruben, great. And if I can tell you what, after this uploads, I will put it in I'll pin it to a top comment. I'll pin the link to that video in a top comment underneath this video. I'll search it. I'm going to have to do some netting. You know, the netting, the little birds, one time I had a little bird, I came out and a little bird had a piece of that bird netting around its neck and it was already too late. And another one, same thing, and I managed to cut it loose and save it. But peanuts. Blue jays love peanuts. I'm just thinking if I put some peanuts out there, Dave, I'm going to have like 40 blue jays over here, and they're going to be in real trouble. Okay, Janice, I actually did. I have been filming. Oh, just to kind of bring you up to date on what's going on. Eric missed the last 3 Thursdays. He actually didn't miss. What is that expression when when you have to do cost cutting? I took a cost cutting measure, had to, and so he's only coming 2 Thursdays a month now. But he got, of course, he was able to pick up work from another client, and they got involved in a project. So then he missed the next week, and then he missed the next week. And so I said to myself, I always said to myself, you know, these guys like to know where they're going every single week, so that it's not a question mark. They're not scraping around for jobs. And I was always afraid that if I reduced his number of days, that I might lose him altogether. But I'm not going to be fearful of that. He's gonna come when he can. But he came yesterday, and I had stuff all day, so we couldn't work together, and I certainly couldn't film. But anyway, back to your thing, Janice, is I have been filming all along the developments in the garden, and I just need to edit that. So you'll see that at least by Thursday. In terms of doing a walk around, I just don't know about connectivity, because the last time I tried walking out to the parkway, I lost the signal because the AT&T signal is not great here. So, robins, I don't know if I have robins here, Lori. Lori is back, by the way, and she's in Canada. Umair, am I pronouncing your name right? Umair Murtaza. First of all, tell us where you're writing from, because you have an unusual name. And unusual for me. It may not be unusual where you live. And the topic we're discussing is, we were talking about blueberries and blue jays stealing fruit. And Janice was asking me to do a tour around my garden. And I was saying that I'm not sure about connectivity to do a live walk around. So I may have to film that and edit it and upload it. William here has a question about strawberries. Yes, the nibbles, if you're seeing nibbles out of your strawberries, that's the woodlouse, or I call them roly-polies. They're also called pill bugs, I think, or those little, serragated with all the little feet. They love that. And they especially do that if they're on the ground. I mean, I could never get a strawberry without a bite out of it, and or half of it gone. And so that's why I put all my strawberries in baskets hanging from my pine tree, because that doesn't really happen. That doesn't really happen in the baskets, because they're just not going to climb up the pine tree and go down that little chain just to get a bite out of a strawberry. It's too much work. But what you can do is, if you've got them in the ground, William, you can use diatomaceous earth powder, diffuse it, not diffuse, but I forget when you spray it. There's a term for that. When you spray the powder out, you have to have some kind of a device to spray the powder out. And that the DE definitely works against those segmented creatures like the pill bugs. Also, I think that Sluggo helps with pill bugs, and Sluggo is rated, is Omni certified for organic gardening, and I think that also helps. Oh, wonderful. Janice says that she waits for my Thursday videos, and that is her Thursday treat. And, you know, I've never sat in this iron chair for an hour before, and boy, are my sit bones starting to scream. I need something soft to sit on, and I don't have anything out here. Here's a paper towel. Anyway, I hate to run back inside again after that drama in the beginning. That is wonderful, Maggie. So Maggie, here's the deal. Why don't you be one of my first Airbnb experience guests, and in the very first group, and you come and we'll put you in a video, and I'll show you around, and I'll get you all stoked and excited. In fact, you and your husband come together, and because you both want to be excited. I'm being presumptuous. I don't know that you have a husband that that the two of you just bought a house. But anyway, whoever bought the house, come and think about that, and leave me a comment underneath this video so that I can communicate with you later. Yes, now a lot of people talk about the beer traps for slugs, snails, and he's even saying that it helps with the pill bugs. But I did not have luck with I tried the beer traps in the very beginning, the first year in this garden, because they had a lot of stones in this garden, and they had a lot of agapanthus. You know, agapanthus is a slug and snail convention center. I mean, you look down in there and there'll be like 5 everywhere you look. That's where they sleep at night. And then you come out in the morning and there's tracks all over there were tracks all over the sidewalk going from that agapanthus into the garden. And so that was the first thing I dug up when I started this garden, got rid of that. And I think irises would be the same story. They love to hide, they love to sleep in there. So, but I didn't have a lot of luck with the beer. Let's see. Yep. Someone just said pick them a day early, and that you absolutely have to. Lou, I do not grow cherries here, and I don't know the different varieties. I know that there used to be a gardener that lived on the corner. He had a great corner lot with a lot of sun all day long, and he had the most amazing cherry tree. Oh my gosh. But they got a divorce, sold the house, he went away, and the people that bought it, if you go back and by the way, for those of you who just tuned in, there was a bee drama this week, and I had a swarm of bees underneath this very, there's a woodshed right there, not a woodshed, it is a wooden shed that is my garden shed, and they were building a hive underneath the floor of that, and I had to have them relocated. Some of the bees that did not get sucked up in the vacuum cleaner, the vacuum, are still here looking for their queen, and they're flying around me. So so far they haven't stung me. That's what's going on. Hey, Reggie. Reggie is here from the Philippines. Oh, it's late there. Okay. But thank you for tuning in. Um, Raccoon drinking the beer traps. That's, they're smart, very smart animals. I have a lot of raccoons here. I don't know if you're aware of that. Oh, you got to go, True Passion. Well, thank you. I hope if you asked a question or if you got to someone, you got your answer before you go. Hit that like button before you go if you did already. Let's see. To a cherry festival at Murray's Family Farm. They even have a berry festival too. I can email you. That sounds great. I might do that if it's within driving distance. No more traveling for me until, um, I'm in a better situation financially. Let's see. I picked my tomatoes. Oh gosh, it just popped up. Lori says I pick my tomatoes and peppers and berries before the animals and birds can get them. Yes, you kind of have to. Food Forest Permaculture is here. Hey there. Oh, that's Howie. Oh, I was calling Garage Greenhouse Howie. Oh, shoot. That wasn't right. I'm sorry. Growing there. Reggie is saying more and more people, farmers here in Philippines growing mulberries and strawberries of different varieties. You know, in Arizona, in Arizona, they grow mulberries like crazy. And I used to have a neighbor that had a fantastic mulberry tree, and they, sold the property and they tore down the house and the tree went with it. Grow Thai basil. Anybody can anybody help Susie with growing Thai basil? Please share tips on how to propagate passion fruit through cuttings and also vines for colder regions. Umair, can you please tell me where you're writing from? Umair is looking for tips on, I don't think anybody is tuned in at the moment from Arizona. That's who would be so great to give you tips on passion fruit, because that's where I started thinking about growing it. And I have not actually, you know what? That's not true. Somebody wrote me and sent me a donation, and I sent them a passion fruit cutting. Yeah. And I don't remember if I heard the results of if that took or not, but yes, Bumblebee. Yes, thank you. And we have 50 joining us. If you're just joining us, hit that like button and join the conversation. We're talking about fruit. We're talking about somebody's asking about how to propagate passion fruit vines from cuttings, and we're talking about pill bugs and slugs and using beer traps and picking your fruit a day early to keep the birds from eating everything. Okay, so Basta Ganug says, and where are you writing from? Remind me where you're writing from, Basta Ganug. Says not to let it dry out. And Felice has advice also about the Thai basil. Let's see. That is a question I can't answer, Trudy. You've got my email, right? Send me an email. Yes, OAG is one of the smartest gardeners. And did you hear, Garage Greenhouse, that, by the way, Garage Greenhouse, tell me your name again, because I was calling you Howie from Food Forest Permaculture. That wasn't right. I don't know if you noticed or saw that I am going to visit Charles again. For those of you just tuning in, we have Old Alabama Gardener on the live stream. And so if you have questions for Charles, he's there. And I am going to be seeing him in person April 18th. We're going to do a live stream from his garden or his property at noon Central Standard Time. So make a note of that. And if you have any questions for Charles, please let him know. Pakistan. And you're asking about passion fruit. I don't know how well passion fruit would do there. Patrick, can you answer that question? Patrick is here from, did I say Patrick, did I say that you were here from Ireland again? I think I did. Patrick is in London. Patrick, what do you think about passion fruit in the UK? Would that grow well there? I'm thinking it's not hot enough. Passion fruit will be invasive. Interesting. And Bumblebee has got some suggestions about starting from seeds. Passion fruit, yeah, it can be invasive, I guess. I mean, I don't have that problem, obviously, because I have one vine in the front and one vine in the back. And the one vine in the back has nowhere to go except the trellis. And the one over here, it's sharing a very small piece of ground with sugarcane, pineapple guava, a loquat tree, and an eggplant. And I think that's why the eggplant is dying, because that eggplant was massive. It was fantastic. It was gorgeous for 2 years. And now that pineapple guava is exploding, and I think it's killing off the eggplant. Yeah, so Patrick says it's not hot enough. You mayor. So people do have passion fruit in Pakistan, and he wants to know what should be the length of the cuttings. The cutting that I sent that one person, I want to say it had about 5 nodes on it. And I took it obviously from the end of the vine which had growth on it. And I just, I don't know what happened after she got it. But does anybody else have any passion fruit suggestions for you, Mayor? I have a big following in Arizona, but where are you? I don't see any Arizona people here. What the heck? Okay, growing kale in a hot climate like Indonesia. Anybody got any suggestions on that? Well, first of all, you got to shade it. I would think you'd have to shade it to keep that hot sun off of it. And it's hot all the time in Indonesia, so that's the problem. You don't have a break. Anybody have any suggestions about growing kale in a very hot environment? You mayor, what about Alamanda peeps? What is that? I don't know what Alamanda peeps. Are you saying almond people? I don't know what you're asking. Oh, let's see. Travis, of course, Travis. I'm sorry. I know that. Wow, Dave, you're having some invasive issues. My purple basil is actually not, it is purple, but it's called African blue basil. And I wouldn't say it's invasive at all, because it turns into a bush with like a hard wooden stem. Yeah, Yeah, Trudy said kale hates heat. So I think that's going to be tough in Indonesia, really. Reggie says he can see me doing more series on my channel, maybe a taste testing of fruits straight from the garden. Well, I don't have a very big garden, Reggie, as you know, and there is never, other than lemons and oranges, never more than one fruit ripe at any one particular time. So to have a taste testing, you kind of have to have several. I had a taste testing. I did two different tomato videos where I did taste testing because I had several varieties. But of course, tomatoes are ripe in July and August, so it's a lot easier to do that. For example, my pineapple guavas are not ripe until October. And then I've got, 3 5-gallon buckets full, and I have to give them away. Yeah. Jamela is saying that she grows kale in Trinidad and it's hot. Oh, alamanda is a flowering shrub. Does anybody know about alamanda? Because I don't. Reggie is giving some advice to the Indonesian. Jay hi Jay. If you're just tuning in, hit that like button, and also Jay, you may have been there for a while, but I didn't notice. Old Alabama Gardener is watching, and if you have a question for him, make sure you get it asked right away. Lots of herbs grow well in pots. I would say most of them do. You just have to, if it's something like lemon balm, lemon balm wants to grow like mint, and mint, if you put mint in a pot, it'll be happy for like a week, and then those roots will just be exploding underground, and then it starts looking bad because those roots can't push out and go. But oregano, basil, what all? Let's see. Dill wants to get really big, so I wouldn't say dill so much. And of course, cilantro. You can grow cilantro in a pot, but cilantro comes and goes, and you're probably thinking more about herbs that just stay kind of pretty and stay kind of nice in pots for a while. And I would think of oregano and thyme, and now rosemary gets too big, so you could keep rosemary in a pot, just keep it constantly trimmed. Oh, wow. I have not considered hydroponics, Mohammed, because of my space here, and it's just not feasible. So that I haven't done that. I have a friend who's done it out in Ontario, and I'm going to be seeing him when I go out and do the Fullerton video. He has a lot of interesting tropical fruit trees, and that would be interesting. Hi, Terry. Where are you? Ooh. Hi. Come over here and say hi. Please. Come here and say hi. Please. I don't think anyone is watching from Iran.
Hi.
But this is Nasrin.
I love her. She's a blessing.
Oh, so are you. Have fun.
It was great to see you. I'm going for a hike. You'll have a wonderful time. Bye.
She just got back from Hawaii.
Yes. And I'm going for a hike to Temescal Canyon. It's right next to us. And when I came here yesterday, I was like, oh my God, I feel so blessed to be in this beautiful garden. It's just amazing, you guys.
Okay. Have fun. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So Where were we? Let's see. What gets really bad in the summer months, Reggie? The rain or the plants? Maggie says hello. Felice is watching. She actually knows Nasrin. Eric, if you're talking about her, you're right. Let's see. A beautiful inside and out, gotta say. Let's see. Hi, Tyler. Tyler Garden Vlogs. I'm doing fine, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit that like button right away before you forget. Yes, we love saffron. Oh yes, definitely. Small Garden Escape has just joined us. Hit that like button while you can. And no, Reuben Senior Homestead. This is the only sterile, I read this online, the only sterile basil hybrid. And you have to either root it or buy a plant. It does not self-seed. It has been here for years, and it's still coming out of those same trunks. I have never even seen any seeds. So, but I love it, and the bees love it. So, it's finally starting. It's finally starting to come back. We chopped it down like 4 feet. Let's see. Oh, now Reggie, the first part of your comment is way up there, and now I've forgotten what the first part of your comment. Oh, thank you very much, Reggie. Okay. I made the mistake, Reggie, of putting some essential oil on to start my live stream, and the bees are attracted to it. And oh, sure, a blue moon. Oh, blue moon, you're back. I thought you left. Yes, you can absolutely grow cucumber on a metal trellis. I really highly recommend. Let me see if I can grab one, and I can tell you how to order it too. Hold on one second. I love these. Sorry. I love these. I used so many different things to tie up tomatoes, to tie up this, to tie up that, but I love these. And they come in 2 sizes, this one and one about half this big. Obviously I prefer the green ones. And it's really hard to tell when you order them online. Sometimes they come, I love this color. This is one of my favorite colors, like in all of the world, this sort of bluish gray color. But the green ones just disappear more in your garden. And if you go to my Amazon link, I have them in my storefront. And if you order anything if you go through my link, which is in the description below on Amazon, amazon.com/shop/late bloomer show. If you go there and you see something that in my storefront you like and you start to order it, but then you think, oh, I really need some paper towels or whatever, or screwdriver or light bulbs, and I don't have those in my storefront, anything that you buy on Amazon, I will get a small commission for. So please utilize my link. I know that a lot of YouTubers are doing this now because this is a new thing that Amazon is offering to affiliates, to people who have a following on social media. Oh, I know what happened. I know why the bees came back. I opened my juice. I am such a dimwit. And I didn't put this back on. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Clearly, I'm not ready for prime time. Where were we? Did you just say you bought a bee swarm? That went by. Oh, yeah. Good morning, Ray. Where are you writing from? Yes, Richard. Well, I took it inside. I should have left it just over there. Oh, you've got 3 hives, Terry. Where did you say you are? Remind me. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. Where are you writing from? Would peas still grow good in our weather right now? No. Peas? No, absolutely not. Not in Bakersfield. Too late. Too late. Oh, thank you, Maggie. I appreciate that. You actually caught a bee swarm? How did you catch a bee swarm? Elaborate, because I had to hire professionals and it wasn't cheap. But then nothing is cheap in Los Angeles, so. Well, but that's what I'm saying, Susie, is she's saying to start it now. You know, I mean, if you planted seeds now, that they would be like fully developed and she's in Bakersfield. It's going to be hot. I just think it's too hot to start peas now. And another thing, Susie, we had the coldest winter ever. So your peas are your vines are full of peas right now, but starting it now, I don't know. East coast of North Carolina. Are you close to Lizzie Lou's family farm in Curry, which is near Wilmington? Okay, Yavencia, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button if you haven't. Hey, Green Zebra Gardening is in the house. He is in Long Beach. You have seen me do videos with Luis, and Luis was here in the fall, and I gave him a 5-gallon bucket full of pineapple guavas. Green Zebra Gardening, you might want to just tell everybody about the Crop Swap app if you're in an area where there's lots of people that are growing food and you want to start some kind of an exchange. Rather than organizing some big thing, you can use the Crop Swap app on your phone and find out who's got what and arrange to switch or sell. Let's see. Lemongrass in a swarm trap. Huh. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully Cog Hill Farm they're wearing like bee suits or something. I don't know how you catch a swarm. I mean, this was under the floor and they had to use one of those Sawzall to cut a hole in the floor. Oh yeah, that would be easy. An hour west of Wilmington. Okay. It's very pretty country over there. Oh, hello, Claude. How are you doing? We're doing fine. You'll have to go back and, first of all, hit that like button. And you'll have to go back and hear about all my news. That was in like the first half hour. And now people are just exchanging information and asking questions. And okay, Ed, I don't know if that means you're coming or going, but I guess you're leaving today. Okay, have a good trip to Texas. We will talk. And check out the Crop Swap app. people on your smartphones if you're interested in finding out who's growing food in your area. That's right. Comfort Cottage, look right above you. That's Green Zebra Gardening. You're both in Long Beach. So, or do you know each other already? Maybe you already do. Okay, thank you, Reggie, for tuning in from the Philippines. Let's see, what time is it? It is 9:20, and I'm gonna do kind of a hard stop today at 10 o'clock, rather than just dragging on. So, Tyler Garden Vlogs, a chocolate cherry tomato. Have I done that? I've eaten one, but I haven't grown one. They're fantastic. I hope you've already started your vines, though. I hope you already have your plants started. Lancaster, South Carolina. Hey, Jason. I wanted to show you, I've got, remember this? I picked this up at Home Depot when it was about this big. So this I'm going to be planting soon. But my question is, Eric was here yesterday, and he did not think I should try to separate these because there's 3 stems. Charles, what do you think? Charles is the expert. There are 3 stems here coming out of the base, very, very close to the base. And I hate to sacrifice them, but I don't know how they'll do if I leave them together. Maybe they'll be fine. Hey, Christina. That's fine. Christina gets up at 4 a.m. every morning to go to her teaching job, and she sleeps in for a little bit on Sunday. So she's just joining us from Northern California. Terry, they attract aphids like crazy. It seems to happen towards the end. You know, they jump out in the spring. I've got them all over. We'll do a little tour soon. Not now because I'm on the laptop. But if you saw my videos last spring or the spring before, they're coming back exactly the same places that they did. They reseed like crazy. It does seem like once they have a lot of blooms and they're really, really pretty, then you turn around a week later and there's just 8 black aphids on the backs of all the leaves. And then they start crapping out, and some people think it's a trap plant, so that they're there in lieu of being somewhere else, but that was not the case last year. It was all, they sort of ran into the garlic, which ran into a tomato plant, which ran into this, and it was on everything. So they didn't keep them off. Oh yeah, so Luis, Country Cottage, what is Comfort Cottage, I'm sorry. Comfort Cottage, what is your name? 600. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad you guys got connected. That's awesome. Okay, so 2 people have connected in Long Beach just from my live stream. So that's awesome. Hey, Daryl. Daryl and I were chatting in comments about the loofah. That's how you found my channel, right? That loofah video. And, I don't know where Baxter, Tennessee is. Where is Baxter? By the way, Daryl, if you're familiar with Old Alabama Gardener, he is watching as we speak, and he is just over the Alabama border down in Hazel Green. And I will be, if you're just tuning in, hit that like button, Daryl. And also, I will be with Charles on April 18th, noon Central Standard Time for my next live stream. So make a note of that. And Belinda, right. Ooh. Angie, we have a comment that needs to be deleted there. Let's see. Ohas. It's not nice. Oh my gosh. Cookville. You know, I've got, well, I suppose I could do it. Oh, maybe Angie got it. Thank you, Angie. Let's see. That distracted me. Now, what was I saying? Tennessee, Baxter, Tennessee, 10 miles, 10 miles west of Cookville. One of my oldest and dearest friends lives in Cookville. And every time I'm in Tennessee and I'm going from Nashville east, I always stop into Cookville. He's close to the interstate, and so we always meet at one of those restaurants there at Cookville. There's a whole bunch of them. Yes. This person needs to be, let's see. Or, okay. Let's see. Prevailing winds will spread pests and disease. You can follow past some years. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who you're responding to, Dave. Yes, Maggie. Loofahs like lots of sun. Have you seen my loofah video, Maggie? Because that's how a lot of my new subscribers have found me. Good morning, the little engine that. I thought we just got him out of there. We just hid him, so I don't even know why his name is on there. Okay. All right. Thank you, Angie. I have no idea why people don't have anything better to do than to be nasty. That's just, I just wasn't raised that way, and of course, I was raised before the internet, and obviously, but Maggie, yes, Maggie, you would have some awesome loofahs growing out out there. Oh boy, I don't know. It's already the end of March. It's kind of late to get started, but you know, you in Bakersfield, you're going to have a long growing season, so you could. And yeah, Dave, boy. Eddie, you're getting a goat this month? Where are you, Eddie? I forgot. Daryl, I might try to have to do that. Daryl is suggesting that, Daryl, if you're just joining me, I have a bee problem. But so far they haven't stung me. I had to have a swarm removed 2 days ago, and a number of the bees, right out of this little shed here, and a number of the bees are still hanging around looking for their queen. So, yeah. And yeah, it's just, can you just, there we go. Oh, Maggie, you're starting your loofahs today? Oh, that's great. Do let me know. And can you start, Maggie, can you start a couple for me and then bring them to me? I would like to grow them again. I had such trouble the last couple of years. Uh, oh, cucamelon. The cucamelons are those little tiny things. I saw those growing in Arizona, and I loved that. Oh, wonderful. Eddie is talking about getting goats, and he is from Nubian goats. He's going to be milking Nubian goats. And Eddie, did you see the video that I did with Jill Green in Phoenix? Because she has Nubians, and they milk them. um, so what is your point, Lori? I'm not their queen, and I'm not a flower. So why are they bothering me? Um, oh well, it's too late for me to be part of a competition, Luis, a loofah competition. Okay, thank you, Trudy. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. No, I don't think cucamelons are gherkins. I don't think that's the same thing. Does anybody know that for sure? I thought cucamelons were those tiny little, they look like little tiny watermelons, but it's actually a cucumber. That's true. Serious flyby. Thank you for asking, Backyard in Bloom, because that is something that I forgot to talk about. Darn it. I want to do I can't do everything I want to do like in a live stream, and I can't do everything I want to do in just a video. So I think I'm going to have to do both. And what I want to do right now is all of the people that are watching that have been, and I know if Reggie is still there, maybe Reggie left. Reggie is one. But all the people that have been inspired or positively affected by me, my channel, my efforts, I would like you to record a 1-minute video on your phone. And I want the phone to be sideways, not vertical, because this is the video format for YouTube. And I want you to make it 1 minute, as good a quality as you can, not backlit. I want to see your face. This is technically backlit, okay, because this is all brighter than my face right now, but it's still light enough because it's the computer. But if you shot this in a picture, and even see how the light shifted, and I got more light on my face. So make sure you have light on your face, and make it nice and clear, in focus. And then I want you to send that to me at Kaye@latebloomershow.com via, let's see, WeTransfer.com. WeTransfer is a way to transfer files for free over the internet up to 2 gigs. Obviously, a 1-minute video on your phone is going to be probably about no more than 100 megabytes. But that's a little bit too much to email. But in order to use WeTransfer, you have to send it to an email address. So does anybody have any questions about what I just said? What I would like to do is I would like to get 100 or 50 or however many people send me these. I will use them all. If like I say, they're clear, I can see your face and understand what you're saying. And I would love to compile those for my Earth Day. And thank you. I already forgot who reminded me. Thank you for reminding me of that, because I want to do that. So send that to me as soon as possible. Okay, so I'm wrong. So maybe they are sour gherkins. Maggie, are you saying oh yay to what I just said, or to someone else? Lori. Lori, do you mean me? Okay, let's see. Hmm. Okay. Who just told me to do that? I know everybody's talking about cucamelons, and I'm talking about something else, but Aroma Delight is not able to send this video, but you can also send me a picture. So just make sure that the picture is also this way and not this way, okay? And then when you send the picture, which you can send it to that email, and when you send the picture, you can write on there like one short paragraph about how I've inspired you, if I have. And I want to be able to share that with everybody on my Earth Day celebration, which is on the 22nd of April. Ah, that's good, Lori. Yes, you can. Ooh. Hey, Anne. I'm only just seeing you there. Let's see. Someone says that they are electronically illiterate. And I really doubt that if they're watching this. Who said that? Back to roots. Oh my goodness, Brenda here. But I am not very electronic, and I won't be able to do that. Yeah, of course you can. Well, first of all, have I inspired you? And if I have, then of course you can. Do you have a smartphone? If you have a smartphone, well, let's see. Let me think this through. You record it on your phone, you share it to your computer by email or AirDrop or whatever kind of computer you have. And then from your computer, you drag and drop it into the window in the WeTransfer.com, and then you just put in my email address, and then you hit send. It's that simple. Okay, Richard, thanks for tuning in. Absolutely. Let's see. Okay. Where were we now? Get down. Oh yeah, you you don't have to use a smartphone, obviously. A lot of people are just using smartphones now for their photography, but if you have a camera that shoots, hopefully it shoots HD video, Lori, your camera. Thank you, Maggie. I'm glad you're here. Yes, your granddaughter will absolutely know how to do this. Oh, yeah. That is a great idea. Felice just pointed out that you can if you do have a smartphone and you record it on your smartphone, you can download the WeTransfer app, which I'm sure is free, to your phone, and then you can take that video and do it right from the app. Every day should be Earth Day. I think about it, the Earth and all its inhabitants, both animal, insect, human, on a daily basis, and I don't know where it's all going to wind up, but I just hope to God that my children have clean water and clean air and peace and not war, and you know, have some fun and have a good life. It's it's pretty scary time. Let's see. Okay, Nathan, I just noticed you. I don't know how long you've been there, but thank you for tuning in. Please hit the like button. And we've only got 44 people now. We're going to go another 18 minutes. And Daryl, let me, I said it above, and I kind of hated that I actually said that out loud, because I've got these people, that these trolls that are watching this. And let's see. Daryl, go to my website, latebloomershow.com. Anybody can go to my website at latebloomershow.com and go to the contact page. At the top, you'll see some tabs. Go to the contact tab and just write me a note and say, hey, it's Daryl, and I'm just trying to want to send you some stuff. What email address do I send it to? And I'll get that email. I will get an email generated from that, and then I'll respond to you. Okay? All right. Backyard in Bloom, your first ever video. Oh, that would be awesome. And make sure you say that when you're recording it. Say, my name is so-and-so. I'm filming from North Carolina or wherever, and this is my very first video that I'm doing. And I want to say blah, 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 blah. That would be awesome. Deadly Wound is back. Okay. Mr. DMSO is back. Deadly Wound recommends DMSO for DMSO. Did I get that right? Yes. Yeah. For inflammation. And as everybody knows who's watching, I'm sure that almost all disease and illness comes, from starting from some sort of inflammation in the body. That's true, Christina. That's very, very true. And, we could talk a whole live stream about that. Oh, Maggie, I'm so excited to hear about it. So I recommend for especially if it's anyone doing their very first video, to just write out on a thing what you want to say, so that you have it in front of you. That's fine. Cheat sheets are fine, and that way you don't get all flustered, and you don't get stop halfway and have to start over and start over and start over and start over like I do. And then just have your thoughts composed into a paragraph, and that way it's very concise, and I'll be able to fit a lot of them into Well, let's see. Gosh, how will I do that? If I got 50 and they were 1 minute long, that's 50 minutes. I couldn't even do a 50-minute video. I've never even uploaded a 50-minute video. I guess I'd have to do it in stages. I wish there was some way to, and I'm sure there is some way. I'm not technically astute enough to know to actually have it on the screen during the live stream. Just go from person to person. Just do a live stream and have these videos programmed in somehow. That'd be awesome. Yeah, it's that middle one there, Dave. I have the first one and the third one, but well, I mean, I love much. I love much. It's just, let's see. Lori's first video too. Oh, hey, Idlewise, Stamario, remind me where you're writing from, please. We are only going to be on for 14 more minutes. I'm glad you joined us. Hit that like button right away. I haven't heard from Charles in a while. I think Charles at Old Alabama Gardener has probably gone to church by now. And today's video. I hope it's inspiration, Deadly Wound, and not depression. Hi, Sean. Where are you writing from? Where are you writing from? Oh, Christina, so you're saying just do a couple each time I upload a video, just do a one or two in the beginning of each video? I could do that, yeah. But the thing is, then they wouldn't be happening all on that one day. That was what would be exciting, you know? I know, Felice, but that's the thing, is like it would be so cool to see all of those in a live stream on my anniversary, which is the 22nd, my 7th anniversary. East Yorkshire, UK. Thank you. I think we only have 2 people from the UK watching right now. That's Patrick in London and from East Yorkshire. Now, Small Garden Escape, did you watch my 16 videos that I filmed and edited and uploaded from my England trip? Yes or no? Because if you haven't, you must watch them. Fontana, Carolina. Fontana, Carolina. Which Carolina? You're right. Earth Day is every day. That's true. That's true. And I may have to do it that way because I'm not, like I said, I'm not technically savvy enough to know how to do it on a live stream. Hello, MD from South Jersey. I don't know how you can even get a Google name that is just 2 letters, but I guess it's available and you got it. And I have never grown elephant ears. The closest thing I've ever grown to elephant ears is this plant. Can you even see this? It's hiding behind me. I meant for it to show. This is such a beautiful, and I forget what this is called. Does anybody remember what this is called? And they like to grow near water, so they're often close to the irrigation. But no, I've never grown elephant ears. Has anybody ever grown that? Because MD is asking. Yes, back to roots, my Alabama homestead. Can you tell me your name again, please? If you're on mobile, you can just X out of the live stream, hit the like button, and come right back. And oh, fantastic. Well, Small Garden Escape, I will put let's see. If you go, please do me this favor. Go to my homepage when this is done. Go to my homepage on my channel and hit playlists and just go down to see European Gardens. And it's the first 16 videos in that series. And Patrick from London is watching right now. And Patrick's was I want to say it was the third video I did. But you can see his allotment. I did a few allotments. 1, 2, and I did Tony. I don't know if you follow UK Here We Grow, but Tony is in Wales, and I made it all the way to Wales and did a video in his allotment. Now, unfortunately, I got to England a little too soon because you have this kind of short growing season, and I think Tony he had his giant vegetables started, and he had his potatoes and garlic and things, but it was the very end of, I want to say it was the April, was it April 21st? No, May 21st. I think it was May 21st when I got to England. And the allotment I did in Stowe, I did an allotment in Stowe, and so there wasn't a lot growing yet. Calla lily, I knew it was a lily, but I couldn't think of what kind of lily it was. Thank you, Maggie. Yes, I have a very small garden. Yeah, Lori, it's called a calla lily. I just forgot. Brenda, thank you. We have a Brenda and a Belinda on right now. Holy cow! Daryl is telling you about his elephant ears. Their escape, small garden escape. By the way, that, if you're just tuning in, that is the sidewalk. That is the public sidewalk. So if you see somebody walking down through there, they're using the public sidewalk. So that's how big my garden is. On the other side of that little trellis thing there is the sidewalk, and on the other side of that is the parkway, what I call the parkway. It's 6.5 feet by 20 feet on this side of the driveway, and 6.5 feet by 14 feet on the other side of the driveway, where I have more of a selection of things growing. Over here, the pineapple guavas have killed off everything I had growing on the ground. I had so much growing. Oh, wow. Poppies and calendula and cannas and comfrey and beans and all kinds of stuff. But no, they shouldered everything out. Yes, Maggie, although you see over here, there's very little growing right here. But I'm going to pick up a couple more tomato plants, get this one planted. Did anybody have I think Charles was gone, so he didn't answer. Did anybody have a suggestion about whether I should try to separate these or just plant them like this? That's true. I have to make very difficult choices all the time, Christina, because of limited sun. And by the way, I'm just noticing that olive tree is absolutely got a million flowers on it. Oh boy. Now that should make me happy. But it doesn't make me happy because of the California fruit fly, for the olive fruit fly laying its eggs. And by the way, remember last live stream I tried those olives, and I think I just got lucky on those first few because almost all the rest of them were really tough in those 2 jars, and very disappointing. It was so much work, and I'm thinking that there's a secret to when you pick it. Maybe I should have picked them green, but by the time they're green, they've already been injected with the fruit fly maggot. So yeah, I don't know what the trick is on that. Oh, Portia is here. Hi, Portia. Yeah, Patrick, where is your garden at right now? We're just at the end of March, so I would think you're just getting going. Okay, so Brenda suggests cutting it apart into 3, and I think you're probably right. Okay, Jamila, we didn't hear much from you, but thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button if you haven't before you go. And we're only going to be on for 4 more minutes. Mary Court. Yes, I will do that. Oh gosh, North Star Prepstead, are you just tuning in? We're gonna be getting off in 4 minutes. Darn it. Let's see. Hello, Kaye. Just started my seeds indoor this week. Okay. If you're just joining, or maybe you're just now speaking up or writing a comment, but I'm having a bit of a bee problem, so make sure everybody you go back and watch the beginning, the first half hour at least of the video, and hit the like button if you haven't already, and you'll learn why I'm having a bee problem. And also, if you didn't already get this note, the next live stream is April 18th from Hazel Green, Alabama, and I'll be with Charles at Old Alabama Gardener. And that's going to be at noon Central Standard Time. So be sure and tune in. And look forward to hearing more about my Airbnb experience that I'm going to be offering on the weekends. So if anybody is visiting anywhere near close to LA, I am going to be offering an Airbnb experience. And I'll be telling you more about that. Well, it will already be, I'm going to have my first one hopefully by, well, let's see, next weekend is the Fullerton. I'm going to Fullerton next weekend to shoot a video. And then on the 18th, I'll be in Alabama. So it may be the 3rd week in April before I get that going, but you'll hear more about it. And it would be a great way to meet me and visit my garden. Okay, we've got 2 more minutes. What do we need to discuss? No, you can't, because you don't know when. It's not a moth and it's not a worm. It is a fly, and it's a tiny fly. I've never even seen the fly, and it has a stinger thing out the back where it lays its eggs, and it lays an egg in each one of these olives as they're developing. When they're still hard as a rock, they can pierce that skin and get that egg laid in there. And I asked the county extension office about it. He said, you can't net it, you can't spray it. And what happens is those millions of olives thousands of olives that drop on the ground, that worm crawls out. It's not a worm, it's a larva. The larva crawls out of that olive and it goes in and overwinters in the ground. So I could have 500 or 5,000 flies emerging from the ground, because you rake these things up, but you can't get that little tiny larva. It's literally less than 1/4 of an inch long. And so it's impossible. But I think it really affected the texture of the olives. They just sort of tasted like leather. Yes, Mary, I am. I had 2 auditions last week, and it's now been week before last. 2 auditions for 2 national commercials, and I didn't even get a call back on either one. And I had great auditions. One was for Barnes and Noble. You'll see the campaign, I'm sure. And one was for Hormel, some sort of fast meal, the kind of thing I would probably never eat, but hey, you know, I'm an actor and I can do the job. But it didn't work out, and there, because of the internet, there are very few union commercials anymore, and they just hire anybody off the street, any non-union people to do commercials. And there was a time, you know, 25 years ago when your experience and your ability to be able to relay a message to an audience was valued, but not so much anymore. But hey, maybe things will turn back around a little bit. I hope so. And also, I just did a workshop production of a play about the first Queen Elizabeth. I played a small role, I was happy to say, because it was a lot to learn for the lead characters. Oh my gosh. I played Bloody Mary, who was the sister of Elizabeth by another wife of King Henry. Anyway, she was called Bloody Mary because she was a Catholic, and when she was in power, she had Protestants burned at the stake to cleanse the land. Oh yes. Let's see. Edmund must be here from Norway. Bye, Patrick. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you, Comfort Cottage from Long Beach. And Justice, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I must have missed something when I was toying. Yes, I do. I'm just saying that the way they write commercials now, people just kind of walk through, and people don't just actually stand in front of the camera and deliver 30 seconds of copy, for which you need a professional. You have no idea how many times you have to do it over and over and over and over. And each time it has to sound like it's the first time. And a non-professional is not capable of doing that. They're just not trained to do that. So that's why you see so many commercials. Plus, they just do these campaigns for the internet, and they go, we don't want to pay residuals to union actors, so we're going to hire non-union actors and pay them $1,000, and we'll make another commercial next month. You know, so that's just kind of the way things are now. So it's really rare to actually get an audition. Well, you can find me on imdb.com, and if you were a big fan of General Hospital back in the day, I was on that General Hospital for about 6 weeks, and that was fun. Dennis, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we're just about to wrap up. It's already been a little over 2 hours. Please hit the like button. And do watch the replay. Felice has had got to go. I was just going to mention before Felice goes, if you all saw, or most of you saw, the video I just did, I uploaded it last Thursday, not this Thursday, the Thursday before last, with Felice when she made the, what did we make? We made the pesto. We made the nasturtium pesto. And a lot of people said, oh, they wrote and said, oh, we want to see her make the gnocchi. So I went back yesterday and we filmed her making the gnocchi. So that is coming up, as well as a tour of my garden, and as well as the bee drama from Thursday. Those 3 videos are coming up in the next week, so stay tuned for all of that. Hello, Yvonne, and we are actually just about to get off, and I see you've just gotten on. So please hit the like button and watch the replay. Well, you might have seen me, but this was in 1989. Thank you, HH. I really appreciate that. I assume that you are a new subscriber. And I'll just say that the first 100 episodes of Late Bloomer were done by me and a post-production team. I wrote and recorded and, of course, hosted those episodes, but I had an editor, a sound editor, a composer, and a motion graphics artist. So those videos, including the loofah, were made like a show. And in 2016, YouTube started wanting more and more and more videos, and it was impossible to spend that kind of money to make my videos. So I started editing myself, and the format became much simpler. Now I'm having a bit of a bee drama, which I've discussed already. If you watch the replay, you'll hear all about it. But just okay. The light has changed dramatically. And it's not any better that way. It's a little bit better that way, but then you can, no, it's, well, anyway, we're getting off. So thank you, Suzanne. I think you must have just tuned in because I just seeing you now for the first time. And wonderful, Christina. That's fantastic. And Maggie is saying, HH, please stick around. And Gramps, I'm not calling you Gramps, Richard. Thank you. And wonderful, Lori. That's awesome. Good afternoon. I am everywhere. We're just about to get off. You'll have to watch the replay. Please hit the like button. And Kevin in Big Wave, Florida is just tuning in or just talking, and we were just about to get off. Please watch the replay. Hit the like button. And minutes ago about how down to earth you're being. Thank you, Suzanne. I am. That is who I am. And thank you. I will try. I am everywhere. Food time. Food time. You're just tuning in from Canada, and we're just about to get off. Please hit that like button and watch the replay. I've had bee drama. I've got 3 videos coming up. The next live stream is April 18th at noon Central Standard Time, and I will be coming to you from Hazel Green, Alabama at Old Alabama Gardener Channel. So make sure you tune in for that. I now have 4 videos. Wait, 4 videos with Charles on my channel. Well, that's wonderful. I am everywhere. This is an urban garden channel. I am coming to you live to my subscribers, and I have 430 videos at least online about myself learning to garden and interviewing other people about gardening and growing your own food and being kind to Mother Earth. So that's what the channel's about. And if that's of interest to you, I hope you watch the videos and like them and stick around and learn. Thank you, Food Time. I really appreciate that. And then Jessie Hill is just tuning in from North Carolina. Jessie, we're just about to get off. I said I was going to get off 9 minutes ago. I'm sorry. But please watch the replay and hit the like button. There's a lot going on, a lot coming up. And that's okay. That's totally fine. I am everywhere. I appreciate you spending a couple of minutes with us. And Ariana Kidd, I'm always late for live streams. Don't be late for the one in April, though, because that's your opportunity to ask Charles at Old Alabama Gardener your questions. And I know, don't you think so, Daryl? Daryl, we have to communicate. Send me an email, and if there's any way, I'll try to come and. I don't know. My time is gonna be so limited. But if there's any way, what time does it get dark? What time does it get dark? Because I get in at 3:30 on the 17th, and maybe what I could do is to the airport, which is only probably an hour from you. Maybe I could, see your garden, before sunset or something, and then you could feed me. Anyway, let's talk. Okay, Ruben, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I can't wait for you to wait. Now you're okay. So you're not Ruben. You're Ruben Senior Homestead, and okay. So I'm talking to the mama, not the hubby. Okay. Okay, Mary. Thank you so much. And yes, I do remember that, Lori. Patrick from One Yard Revolution challenged me to eat all my greens. I don't have too many greens going right now. Well, I have a bunch of my greens in this juice, which I was going to drink, and then it attracted the bees. So I'll drink it inside. But inside this is my chard and my parsley and my celery. Yeah, that's all that's mine in here, but that's a lot of what's in there. Ah, okay. Okay, Daryl, I told you how to contact me, so make sure you send me an email so we can get connected. Okay. Oh, it's Roberta. Okay, hi Roberta. Thank you. I've been calling you Ruben. I'm sorry. R&R. Okay, Maggie, take care. I'm going to get off to. Mm, oh my gosh, Dave from France is just checking in. Um, okay, great. Bye. I am everywhere. Let's see. This is a garden channel, Fandy Caros or something. I'll try to. Thank you. And we are just getting off. So if you're interested in gardening and interested in this channel, please watch the replay and see what's coming up, see what's been going on. And I really appreciate everybody's support. And the next live stream, once again, is April 18th at noon Central Standard Time. And I'll be coming to you from Hazel Green, Alabama. So where I'm going to be visiting Old Alabama Gardener, Charles at Old Alabama Gardener channel. So tune in, and thanks so much for everyone. Brazilian. Oh my goodness. And you just tuned in from Brazil. And HH, it's 1 a.m. Thank you so much for being up that late. Okay, thank you, Dave. That will be on the 18th of April. Oh, how happy gardener. What is that tree behind you? That's a Valencia orange. And you'll see that in a bunch of my recent videos. It's been absolutely loaded with oranges. And thank you, Kevin. Bye. And please watch the replay. Hit the like button. And Fandy Caros, Brazilian, can you please hit the like button? And if you're interested in gardening, please watch the replay. Ariana, bye. Thank you, Fandy Caros. I appreciate that. Okay, Lori, take care. Yes, you do need to. Oh, how happy gardener. Please hit that like button. Oh, I got 100 likes. That's fantastic. And and also, yeah, go to my homepage and I have so many playlists and I know you'll find something. You know, I do a lot of travel videos and I've been all over the country and I did a number of videos in Europe and northern Germany and Amsterdam and uh, and so uh, there's so much content and I hope you enjoy it and be sure and tune in. I've got new videos coming this week and okay, Edwin, that's wonderful. Early in the morning. Okay, okay, get in touch. Okay, and oh, I would love to come to Canada. Ugh, but that depends on how things go. So, okay, everybody, thanks so much for sticking with me. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you next time.